It was right at this moment that the horrifying truth began to unravel. A man who should have been a protector, a stepfather, now stands accused of poisoning a simple cassava cake and handing it to his own 19-year-old stepson. Lucas da Silva Santos is currently fighting for his life in the ICU of a hospital in São Bernardo do Campo, in the greater São Paulo area. His condition is critical, and we're following every chilling detail of this case to keep you informed. At the very beginning of the investigation, the stepfather tried to shake off the blame. He claimed he had nothing to do with the poisoning and even pointed fingers at the boy's aunt. But the police weren't fooled. Testimonies, evidence, and witness accounts quickly emerged, placing Ademilson Ferreira dos Santos right at the center of the crime. Authorities tracked him down and arrested him inside his home, located in a poor neighborhood of São Bernardo do Campo. According to investigators, the cakes were prepared by Lucas's aunt, but at Ademilson's request. In other words, he used her unknowingly as a pawn in what appears to have been a cold, calculated plan. With strong evidence in hand, the court approved Ademilson's pre-trial detention. The lead investigator stated there's no doubt anymore. The testimonies are solid, and the connections are undeniable. The investigation now moves into its next phase. One key piece of the puzzle remains unknown: the exact substance used in the poisoning. Toxicology tests are currently underway, and only they will reveal precisely what was added to the food. There is a strong suspicion that it was Chumbanil rat poison, but other toxic agents haven't been ruled out. The final toxicology report is expected to be released in the coming days. The case took a shocking turn when Lucas's siblings, who were also raised by Ademilson, walked into the police station and told investigators everything. Their revelations were devastating. For years, they had allegedly suffered under the same roof, enduring abuse and trauma. According to their accounts, Lucas may also have been sexually assaulted by the man who claimed to be his caregiver. These disturbing claims are now being treated as key elements in the ongoing investigation. According to police, the motive behind the crime was control, pure and simple. A pastor from the church Lucas attended came forward, saying the young man was finally preparing to leave home. He had just landed a good job and was set to begin on Monday. For Ademilson, this meant losing control over someone he had long dominated. And that's when, according to investigators, he made a horrifying decision to eliminate Lucas before he could start a new life. Lucas's sister, Denise, also came forward. Her story added yet another heartbreaking layer to the case. She hadn't seen her brother since he was just 4 years old. "When my siblings were little, I still spent some time with them," she said, visibly emotional. "But they wanted to be with our mom, so they went to live with her and that man. After that, he vanished with them, took them to the countryside, and never let me contact them again." Denise only found her brother again under the most painful circumstances at the hospital, unconscious and fighting for life. "I told him how much I loved him, how hard I searched for him, but I never found him. Only now, in this situation, it's unbearable," she said through tears. "The family is shattered. Their only hope now is for Lucas to recover." On the investigation side, there are two major updates expected soon. First, a new medical report on Lucas's condition. And second, the toxicology results that may finally identify the poison hidden inside that innocent-looking cake. Reporter Isabella Sabelico is closely following the case. According to her, Lucas remains in the ICU, in serious but stable condition. He's on life support and recently underwent dialysis. Doctors have also paused sedation for a few hours to monitor for any neurological damage. His condition, sadly, is still extremely fragile. Meanwhile, Ademilson, the stepfather, continues to claim innocence. Even at the moment of his arrest, he insisted he had nothing to do with it. But now, it's up to the justice system. A custody hearing is expected soon, and at any moment we may have new, decisive developments.